for Oklahoma. How about that little spin move?
Well, one of the things, Heel starts shooting with this game, comes out 2 long shots, Vernon misses both of them. He has the ability to put the ball on the deck and drive at you also, so he's a smart guy too at the same end of the floor.
Taylor gets the basket for Texas, and it's back to a 1-point margin now.
And once again, that ability of Taylor to get to good spots.
Texas got off to a 5-0 lead, and then he hit a 3. Now he's hit 2 threes, and it's 11-7 for the Oklahoma Sooners.
Well, you can see why he scores 25 points a game. I mean, he comes at you quickly on the dribble. He's looking for his shot constantly in the half-court sets. You run the floor in transition, he'll look for a pull-up from 3 and challenge the basket also. Lon Kruger just says he wants his team going after people with the basketball.
Yep. Foul called at the free throw line. So time has been called.
Here, when it comes for Texas, strength of schedule 6th. I'd almost forget about the other numbers to some extent. The RPI is 22. This conference is just brutal, as I said. You play night in and night out. You don't know what you're going to get, even if you're playing the bottom 3 teams.
Well, I think you saw that stunning comeback by Georgetown that got them into overtime. And for those of you expecting to see Butler and Georgetown, the conclusion of that game available on CBSSports.com. Shaquille Clare has come off the bench now for the Texas Longhorns. Spin move for Leaks. Little teardrop.
Yep, sure was. And before that even began, Spangler makes a decision to guard him about 18 feet away. And Felix very smart in terms of waiting it out and then challenging off the dribble.
Cousins back to Woodard. He drives by. Oh, that hurt.
It sure did.
Devin Mack.
When you watch a guy, now watch, he's just going to wiggle his way into the middle of the floor. He's trying to get the big guy to move his feet. And Spangler, obviously a very good player, 6'8", but Felix really at 5'11", and really understands how to use his body. And he's the type of guy you wouldn't want to play him in the backyard. You know, He just keeps coming at you from all different angles.
And here is Woodard. 85% free throw shooter on the year. In their most recent victory, he was a perfect 8 for 8 in that game. Of course, Jinx. The announcer Jinx. Remember when Buddy Hield was hitting 90%? Went to the free throw line, and our common friend Jay Billis said, well, he'll make this one.
Little did we know.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why they play the games.
This is Eric Davis from Saginaw, Michigan. Jumper off the rim.
Claire just getting a hand on it there, like back tapping it. And so not a whole lot of movement, but effective.
The leaks. Davis looks inside for Claire. Young man who played his first 2 years at Maryland. Sat out last year, and he's in his first year now. See him on the floor, and you think of Cameron Ridley, who was suffering from a broken left foot, travel. And Ridley not ready to come back yet. He played 11 games. There's Cameron Ridley. Altered the nature of this team when he went out.
He sure did. And the thing about it, he's averaging a double-double on the year. Just under 13 points, 10 rebounds. Look at the blocks. What does that mean? He was clogging up the middle of the floor defensively for them. And I think more importantly than eBay, a guy that they could dump the ball down. He could get some things happening at the offensive end.
The leagues, how about that?
There's that backyard mentality I was talking about. That shot should have been blocked, but he's smart. He's tricky with the basketball. Finishes it off very nicely. And that's one of the things, if Texas can get their guard play and be confident and also slow this guy down a little bit, they'll be in better shape.
Tough to slow him down.
It really is.
Easier said than accomplished.
Yeah, it's easy for me to say it over here, too, right? He's good going to his left as a righty.
Quick transition. Felix is back. Woodard has it. Penetrates, dish.
Marshfield is wide open again.
Yes, he is, and he called for the ball, didn't get it. Foul is on Felix.
Watch this little drift, and watch him tuck the ball back again. He had to reload it, the second clutch, and then he'll very good going to his left. Now keep in mind, obviously he's a right-handed shooter, so if you're a righty player, Vern, half the time you want to say, okay, I'm going to jump this guy and make him go left.
Right.
But he's very good going to his left, and if you jump to his left to stop that, he's going to blast at you on his right-hand side. Very, very talented offensive player.
Isaiah Taylor got a rest. He's now back on the floor. And Dante Buford is on for Oklahoma. Kendall Yancey, number 5, is also on the floor for Texas. Isaiah Cousins, a complete ball player.
Oh, he really is, and he's 6'3", 6'4", so he has the size. He has the ability to look over people.
Denjiel Walker comes on, number 2. And Cousins is going to have a chat with his head coach.
Yeah, watch for Walker at the offensive end. He will shoot the 3, too, for Oklahoma. Almost just about everybody does. Their starting 5 averages about 45% from the 3-point line.
Well, and 4 of those 5 are playing in their 96th consecutive game today as a group.
You know where I think that stat that you just mentioned, Vern, is going to play in as we creep along to the tournament? Their conference tournament and then into the NCAA tournament, having experience, and guys who not only have experience, but the experience of playing together for those 4 games together. That's a big factor.
34 seconds to play right now. Let's rejoin Vern and Jim. 16-11, Oklahoma.
We go here, and Eric Davis Jr. is at the line. Davis Jr. I call him Junior, I guess.
Why not?
He's been in double figures each of his last 3. He was one of those recruited by Rick Barnes. And when Shaka Smart got the job, he said, listen, if you want to open it back up, we understand that. Right. Shaka went up to visit with him. Eric Davis said, I'm coming to Austin.
Called him on the way to the airport. Yeah. Coach, I'm with you. Shaka was headed to the airport.
Walker to Buddy Hield. Now Yancey's got the defensive job on him.
Yeah, Yancey was an all-league as a sophomore defensive player, so he's got the Hield assignment. Nice tip.
Just a little too strong.
Yep, Spangler's all over the glass, though, both ends of the floor.
Isaiah Taylor didn't change the direction. Beautiful.
Boy, does it ever help to have Claire at the end of that drive, too. Did you see that big old body at 6'9", 265, clearing a little bit of a path for the finish?
Hield again.
There's that screen high, and Claire is not going to be able to handle him out there. So
I don't think so.
No, that's going to have to be a major adjustment.
Yeah.
They won't have a problem with eBay doing that, but Claire, I think you got a problem on your hands.
Taylor into the corner. Little crossover, back outside. Almost an errant pass.
Pretty.
Whoa! Couldn't finish. Yancey, he can.
Boy, but how about Claire again, though, Vern? He's just taken one. First time was a swipe at it backhanded. That was a forehand. He got both of them out to the perimeter.
Hield, he's hit 5 in a row.
Yeah, so where's the substitute? They're across from us, and I couldn't see them.
Yeah.
The big guys are all sitting down. I'm thinking, where's eBay? Because if they're going to keep doing that, Hield might put up a huge number. He had 27 against him in the first game.
He's got 15 already in this one. And you could make the case he's got the game of the year in that triple overtime loss to Kansas with 46 points in that one.
Great game. Terrific game earlier in the year.
For 3. You bet.
All right, Davis has a money shot. That's a picture-perfect jumper. Delivered right on the chest. But he's got the rotation and the extension. See, that's what Hield does to you.
Yeah.
He gets you thinking, I'm going to pull up and get a shot. You want to jump my left hand? All right. Remember, I'm a righty. I'm going to go right at you with the right hand. This guy can score. Remember, left hand drives it to the baseline. Little flare. Recognizes that there's nobody quick enough to guard him on the perimeter. That's the one I like. A lot of right-handed players don't shoot the ball going to their left because they don't plant their inside foot strongly enough to get that jump and square their shoulders, but he does. He's got eBay out on him.
Yeah, eBay's off the bench now. There's Spangler, no. How about the follow? Dante Buford.
Right there.
Goodness.
Well, if eBay is going to come out and guard Hield outside, who's going to help him rebound underneath?
Oklahoma foul. They got Isaiah Cousins. Nope, Buford. Thank you, pardon. 9:15 to go. Just to give you a brief recap, Texas hit the first 5 of the game, and then Oklahoma with back-to-back threes, and they hold the lead they've not relinquished since then. Here's Taylor.
Vern, earlier you mentioned the Ridley injury, obviously different positions, but since that injury, here's Taylor's a guy who's had to step up for Texas also. More of the scoring load on his shoulders. And he loves to attack you off the dribble. And he's the big guy right there.
There's Cameron Ridley. Fractured left foot in practice on December 27th. He played 11 games. They hope, and at this point, strictly a hope, that he might be ready for the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah, for their sake and his sake, you really want to see a kid get the opportunity to play in the tournament. But they're a good team. They're a better team with him on the floor, and a different team too.
Nice job by eBay defending. Nice cut.
And eBay stepped across too there. Be careful, no numbers right here.
Nope, Yancey brings it back outside. Here's Roach. Oh, yeah! Hello!
I'll tell you, Latin is a good shot blocker too, but that was from the outside. One of those perimeter drives that the youngsters were not afraid to challenge off the dribble for Texas.
Hield has it now. Guarded by Roach, who just made that offensive play. Back outside. Off the front rim for Denzel Walker.
eBay closes defensively and helps out just then, Vern. And Hield looked like he was going to have a layup or thinking that way. And everybody in the building, especially the guys along the bench, with Ridley included. He's a big guy. He walked by us before this game, and I looked at him and said, oof, he's got some size.
Yes, he does.
Really like to see him on the floor.
Buddy Hield gets a rest now. There's Ridley.
Spent a lot of time on that stationary bike yesterday in practice.
Well, we watched it for 2.5 hours, and he never stopped.
We were breathing hard over on the sidelines, you and I, right?
Wore me out. Most things do. Under 8 to go, first half. Yancey. And there was a defensive presence there that caused that one to be altered. Christian James, the freshman, number 3. Walker on the bench, off the bench rather.
A nice matchup here, Cousins and Taylor.
10 on the shot clock. Step back. Oh my goodness. Woodard might have shoved off.
And they're not going to like this call. Even if it's the right call, the second call, the people to our left were thinking that there was a little push away and a foul before this one.
Oh, you mean the guys dressed in orange?
Just a few of them over here.
Yeah. And let's go back to Greg Gumbel once again for an update. So they have cinched a tie for their 12th consecutive Big 12 championship. And Oklahoma lost twice to Kansas. They beat this Texas team. Jim, in the first game, and this kid named Buddy Hield hit a 3-pointer to break the tie.
I've never heard of him, but I hear that he's pretty good. Here he is right here with his jumper. Oh, baby. Right on cue.
Well, he missed his first 2 shots. He's now hit his last 6.
So am I to read into that if you were coaching him, you would have yanked him out of this game after missing the first 2?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. 7:05 to go first half, 27-23.
16 for Hield already.
Averaging 25.1. Number 2 scorer in Division I. Here's Roach. Kicks it outside. Lambert, spot up 3. Whoops. Had too much time.
And it could be Roach from behind. You know what's interesting to me, too, Vern, with a guy like Hield? Everybody in the building, the Texas coaching staff prepared for him. And here's a guy that you know is averaging 25 points. There's no news here. and he comes out and immediately gets 16 points in a hurry. That's how good he is, right? Everybody knows he's going to score, but you just can't stop him. He's that good.
Well, he is having
upstairs.
There we go.
That's another play they set for him along the baseline.
This, the largest lead of the first half, 6 points. So we came out of the update. Texas down by 1, now they're down by 6. Taylor, whoa! Take a look at the 5 on the court for each team. On the left, Oklahoma, Christian James, Cousins, Heald, Kadeem Latin, and Ryan Spangler. And on the right for the Longhorns, Taylor, Felix, Davis, Lammert, and Prince eBay. And the foul was on Latin. That's his second.
Early on in my mind, I'm thinking Latin with the foul problems and eBay for Texas. The one who gets himself into a bigger trouble defensively with the fouls. And he's going to get the exits. I don't think you take a chance with 6 minutes left. You need to save a foul with him.
He's their best shot blocker, too, underneath. Kadeem Latin, grandfather David, a member of the Texas Western team. First all-black starting 5. Historically, 50 years ago, when they defeated Kentucky in the championship game. You're not old enough. Remember when their game was played? You're too young. I wanted a quick answer.
Maryland somewhere, I think.
Coalfield House. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Played there a little bit.
You're in the state. Yes, you did.
Had some fun playing against Maryland in the old ACC.
Yes. Still sounds wrong to say of the Big Ten.
Right, exactly.
There's a miss. Lammert comes down with it. 29-25. 5:45 to go. Taylor. Screen from Prince eBay. Where did we throw it?
Yeah, they all close on him. Watch out.
Ah, my goodness.
Boy, Felix loses control. One thing you have to watch with him, though, and we've seen it already in this game, he never breaks his concentration. Even though he's on the way down on that one, he's going to fall. Concentration still very, very good on his crazy floaters and drives.
Pullback jumper by Cousins. That's inside the arc. That's good for 2.
Yeah, last 11 games or so, he has been playing his best ball of his career. And he's a tough out, too, because another right-handed player who goes to his right strongly but can pull up going to his left.
Christian James, good job defensively. There's the switch. Now he's on Felix.
That's that high screen. They like to set those high screens.
In the corner, Lammert, he can hit that ball.
Well, the beauty of him, though, is that he prepares himself. They understand the offense so well. But a guy like Lammert, who shoots the ball 35% from the three-point line, you notice very, very little motion for him to catch and shoot because his body is prepared for the acceptance of the basketball.
Now Texas back within 1. Crowd back in the game.
Even their misses look good, don't they?
They do, you're right. Davis, strong move. Nope. eBay, foul. He's not a great free throw shooter.
No, he's not. 41%. He's had his trouble, 20 of 49 from the line. But we had a chance to watch him practice yesterday. Here's a guy who's really starting to develop in his career. Big body, goes after the basketball. And you know what else he can do very well? Shaka Smart will do this. He switches on a guard out front. He will stay with the guard and defend the guard at 25 feet away from the basket fairly well for a big.
eBay, born in London. His mother and dad are Nigerian.
He's got a little bit of a hitch on his shot.
Yeah, he does.
You know, it's not smooth. Right as he brings it up to start the shoot, you'll see just a kind of a little hesitation, almost like a stop and go, if you will.
Yeah, really obvious.
Yeah, because if it's straight on, you can work on that, but that little hitch.
Coachable?
Coachable for sure. I got a hitch in my golf swing, but nobody can seem to fix that for me.
Not as bad as Barkley's. Charles is not playing golf anymore for a while. He had a hip replacement last summer. Shout out to him. He was our guest at Texas Lutheran fundraiser last Tuesday night. Boy, he was brilliant.
That's what you're saying. He does a great job with that. Entertaining.
Felix traveled. That was kind of ticky-tacky. 3:24 to go first half. Buddy Hield. Are you surprised that he's been a factor in this game?
Not at all. Knocking him back all over the place. A total of 18.
3-point shooting team in the country.
It's a shot they use constantly, and they're very, very good at it, as your numbers just indicated. And what they end up doing, too, is if you try to double-team Hield, he's not afraid to kick it to one of his teammates. And you have a guy like Cousins, Woodard on the floor when he's there. Both guys can shoot the ball well and handle it.
This is Woodard and Hield. Jamuni McNeese is on the floor now. There's a skip pass. No. Taylor for Texas.
A good stay there by Taylor. Just the fact that he didn't run out, turned around. A lot of guys don't even try to do that from the guard position, but he's a pretty good rebounding guard.
Davis and Taylor for Weeks. Prince eBay and Lambert.
You see the little weave action, but Oklahoma's not switching there. They are switching that, not really being contested.
From the corner, Eric Davis Jr.
Last game he came off the bench for 10 points, so they gave them a lift against K-State. He's had 3 consecutive games of 10 or more for a guy who's averaging just about 8, so he's starting to play as a youngster.
We are tied.
Little offensive action.
Yeah. Coming up on AT&T at the half, Greg Gumbel, Clark Kellogg, and Seth Davis will bring you scores and highlights from today's top 25 action, including the nation's top 2 teams, Villanova and Kansas. That's coming up on AT&T at the half. McNeese, his second foul. Lon Kruger, what an illustrious career he has had. Kansas State, Florida, a couple of years at Illinois. 3 as a matter of fact. UNLV. Tell you what, he doesn't stay unemployed long.
No, he doesn't. 62% winning percentage over his 30 years. Not too shabby. 2013-14 Big 12 Coach of the Year.
Taylor, no. Rebound Cousins for Oklahoma.
Pretty good balance getting back.
Hield, Spangler, back outside, quick touch pass in the corner. Hit from behind, right into the hands of Ryan Spangler. Look what I found.
Yeah, he sure did. I tell you, sometimes it's better to be lucky, because one of the things, though, he did run the floor, so he earned it at the beginning.
Around the basket and out.
Spread the floor now.
Jordan Woodard. And a little reach-in foul on Eric Davis. He must have been watching black and white movies. He looked over and raised his hand, which they used to require.
And that's why Hield is such a tough out. And they talk about the way they run the floor, and they will spray out to the 3-point line. So you lean out to try to guard him, and he's smart enough to just attack you once he recognizes that your shoulders are leaning forward defensively.
16th foul. And the ball inbound. So here's Hield, Lambert, Christian James, number 3, comes out to set the screen. Nope. Spangler rebound. Got it. Oh, boy.
And one of the things, look at Spangler. He knows enough to push and shove a little bit. They get it to finish off. Hield is just having a half, isn't he?
Oh, my goodness. Now, this is where he is now an 89% free throw shooter.
And for young kids at home, just videotape this game when he's at the line and watch him shoot the basketball. You talk about a free throw shooter who knows what he's doing.
There is no hitch.
No, none whatsoever. Smooth rotation. Taylor. So you got to to give those up. Taylor can't force the action. They're closing the middle of the floor on him.
Finds Felix in the corner. Spin move by Felix. There was Spangler, and there was Heel.
A little too much spinning there for Felix. And no leg lift at the end of that, allowing Heel to close on him.
49.5 seconds to go. It's 18 and 10. You feel like they're probably in the tournament.
I do. They have a great strength of schedule for number one. I think it's right at 6. And when you think about this conference, to do as well as they did, and I think the Ridley injury, they would have been doing better.
Nice call out of the timeout. And eBay gets it. 40 seconds to go.
Good hands by eBay defensively, just on the length. And Spangler working the offensive side underneath the basket. That's a layup if eBay doesn't get his hands on that one.
We're talking about that strength of schedule. They've won 3 against AP top 20 teams here, one of which was against then second-ranked North Carolina. Felix hit a little jumper on a rebound. A terror here in the first half. 21 points already. He's averaging 25.1. And a 3-point margin. Into the corner. Jumper, Woodard. In and out. Nice rebound, eBay. Had to stretch for that.
Yeah, he sure did. He's from behind. That may be. They get eBay after the ball.
I think they did.
Yeah. Boy, how about that turnaround? You think you're going to get the rebound. You get a foul. Guess it goes to the line.
Yeah.
Healed. Let's just see what happens. Here's the rebound. I'm not so sure on that one. I think you let that one play out. I don't think Texas was going to get the ball, but I don't think they deserved the foul there.
Right.
More importantly for Oklahoma, look who's at the line. Healed, as you touched on before, Vern, a guy who just doesn't miss shots at 89%.
Late subs here for Texas. Davis comes on. Isaiah Taylor. And DeMarcus Holland and Kendall Yancey sit down.
So Texas gets the last shot of the half. You want to make sure. Probably down 5 with the way he shoots. That's not a major prediction.
Right.
But make sure you can't handle the basketball and get a good shot here.
Way to step out on the line.
Exactly. An 89%er is going to make a shot.
That tree line, the tree limb is about to break.
Hang on, baby. We're going down together on it.
I figured that.
Yeah, I'm going to take you with me.
All right. And a whistle away from the ball.
Spangler fouling. Oh, eBay, huh? They play in that game.
Yes.
Might be a smart move, don't you think?
Well,
you know, you bump a little bit, coming around the corner, helping your guy out. You get called for a foul. You put eBay to the line at 41%, and you get yourself the last shot of the half, possibly.
Let's see how he can accomplish this. Now, late man on the floor. DeMarcus Holland. Number 2 back line, and here's eBay.
Yeah, you better be ready to rebound, both sides. Wow.
Felix. Taylor.
You got to get back in a hurry on this guy, though.
Felix is back. Lambert with the double team. eBay grabs it. Last basket of the first half goes to Texas.
Not the way they designed it off a missed free throw, but watch Taylor and his ability to hang. And as he touched on during the course of this half, he can go with the left hand.
End of the first half. At the second half, Oklahoma leading 40-37. Closely contested game throughout. First impressions of the first half.
I thought Buddy Hield was pretty good, the way he can score from different areas on the floor. But I also thought Texas hung in there. I thought they could have gotten demoralized a little bit a few times for a few minutes in that first half. They hung together, stuck with their stuff, and Taylor continues to keep the opportunities on the offensive end and dispersing it with their balance.
Buddy Hield missed his first two, compensated a little bit.
He sure did. We were thinking of yanking him right after that, but they let him stay on the floor, and I think that was a good move by Lon Kruger. Because just watch him. I love this little set lob along the baseline for him, but shooting the ball very, very well. 4 or 7 from the three-point strike.
And Jim, let's take a look at our Budweiser.
The guy, I just have no clue how you would guard him if he does that and adds that to his game.
I'd put you on him.
Okay. You're going to drop me from the ceiling and knock him out.
Underway. Cousins back outside. Woodard. Boy, he knew. The minute it left his hand.
He sure did. You know why? Because he knew that he was going to be shooting the ball on that set. Good call. Lon Kruger sets it up. Gets a shooter. A nice little touch wide open to get his half started.
And that was the largest lead by Oklahoma in the ball game. Here's Lammert. Taylor. Marcus Holland pops outside.
No dump down passes for Texas into the post.
3 on the shot clock. Oh, he went to the basket. And here comes Oklahoma.
Oh, who's at home?
Oh, hello.
Oh, eBay minutes.
Texas, yeah. Holland's there for the miss. And they'll go to the half-court set.
Yeah, pretty work, too, by eBay and Latin. Both the bigs running the floor, saving buckets just then.
Holland, that's a rejection. Lammert, yes.
How often do we see broken plays get your best shot of the sequence? And that's exactly what happened after the block. Texas keeps it moving. Oklahoma can't react quick enough to 2 guys when the ball on the outside keeps hopping. Good work there by Texas in a broken play.
And Lammert now with 11 points.
Spangler.
Whoa, sloppy.
Yeah. Felix needed some help down there with that mismatch.
Spangler, 5 on the shot clock. eBay came in to help. And a foul is going to be called. How about this? The Budweiser first half stats.
There you go. Like the bench action for Texas. I think the one thing that jumps out of this is that, you have shooting from Oklahoma from the outside. Clearly the bench points and the points in the paint, nice combination. A little bit more balance. One thing that Oklahoma comes up a little short on is depth. And where Texas has a little bit more. Will that play into Oklahoma continuing as the games get tougher and tougher and more pressurized? It probably will.
Woodard. One more. DeMarcus Holland will head to the bench, and Eric Davis Jr. had a very effective first half. Woodard once more.
Hmm. 85% shooter.
Yeah.
Going 1 for 2.
Spangler on the switch.
He's going to try to drive him, that's for sure.
eBay got up there. Lost it. Woodard at the other end. Cousins back.
eBay just couldn't come down with that ball in the offensive glass. He had an opportunity to go back up with it. If he corralled it, see a flare for Hield.
Taylor on Woodard. Shot clock at 5. Oh, whoa, come on. All right, there's the ancient horse.
Well, he hit that one that was in front of us on the right side over here pretty cleanly, so maybe he's feeling it.
Largest lead of the ball game now at 7 off the bank shot.
So he recognizes the shot clock is winding down. Well defended by Felix just then, too.
Cousins picks up his first foul.
Excuse me, Taylor on the defensive end.
Taylor, yeah, and the foul is going to be called underneath on Khalid Latin. Latin.
That's that ability of Taylor too, though, Vern. We get him a little high screen, and then it's his job to make things happen, and he's so good going to his left.
That is the third. Let's see if there is going to be, well, ultimately some action taken in the Oklahoma bench.
A couple of guys were playing musical chairs over there.
Yeah, they were. Shaka Smart, graduate of Kenyon College, began his coaching career at California in Pennsylvania, and got the VCU job off of the Florida staff.
Yeah, when we asked him if he brought all the same styles, he said, you know, they don't press as much as the VCU team. So we brought it all, we just don't use it all.
Yeah. Spangler
trying to use his size and strength
over Davis. Front rim. eBay's got it.
Yeah, there's one at eBay. The last one on the offensive end had some trouble just catching the ball.
Floater, yes!
Vern, you know what's interesting with this floater? Over the last 5 years, you see a lot of the guards shooting floaters like that. And it makes sense, but you know what? Yesterday at the Texas practice, him and Taylor were practicing that. They probably spent 15 minutes each working on that shot. So that's why they make a lot of it. There's your big-time help.
What do you think? Prince eBay.
Look at Taylor goes out of the picture, but he slows Cousins down just enough so your big guy can come and help. And one thing is, in the old days, Bill Russell would say, keep that block in play, right?
Just thinking that.
Nice
showing our age.
2-on-1.
Whoa, blocked. Did Woodard get it or Heald? I'm not sure which one.
I thought it was Woodard in the front.
I did too.
Wow. Great jump out by Woodard to time it to stay away.
That's so funny, Jim. The minute it went out of bounds, I thought Russell wouldn't like that.
No, he wouldn't. He'd like that swat, though. I think the fans liked it.
eBay. Three-point margin. Taylor with 10 on the shot clock. Probing tries to use the glass. It's off eBay's head and into the hands of Latin.
Heald wants the basketball, but they're just shielding him right now.
Yeah, Davis body on body.
And now he'll try to put a body on him with the ball sometimes.
Spangler. eBay was there to alter the shot.
Where is it? There you go.
Got it.
Davis is playing well, isn't he?
Yes.
Don't try to do too much. Well, eBay's going to get that, I believe, out front.
Take another look at the foul.
Yeah, the big guy, is he moving still? Yeah, maybe the right leg, lower right leg with the trip.
Hip to TV. He would deny that he is, but there's a big shot.
Oh, he is,
Joe
that's for sure.
Castiglione, athletic director at Oklahoma, but more significantly in terms of this year, he's chairman of the men's basketball committee.
Go on vacation starting in March, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Manyang is on the floor now, number 30 for Oklahoma. Long shot.
It's like an outlet pass.
Yep. Back for the three, Davis. Crowd was ready. Davis wasn't quite. Woodard. Oh, my goodness. That was a little nasty.
It sure was. Taylor just took a big old swipe at it just then, and it looked like it was a two-handed kind of like flip, almost in volleyball, to set somebody up.
13 points for Woodard. Claire is back on the floor, number 32 for Texas. They look for the entry pass, can't find it.
We haven't seen many entry passes this afternoon for either team,
no,
for that matter.
4 on the shot clock. in the corner. No shot clock violation.
Pretty good effort by Woodard defensively, too. Shaka Smart's team, one of the few times that they didn't really look organized at the offensive end of the floor.
Substitution for Texas.
For Texas, Javon Felix is in for Isaiah Taylor. 49-44. Largest lead of the game has been 7 by Oklahoma. Texas jumped off to a 5-0 lead to start the day, and there is a foul on Manyang.
See, that's one of the points of emphasis this year, is the big guy coming to set the screens. He has to be stationary. So you always turn around and say, the big guy's got to be stationary. But you know what, Vern? A lot of times it's the guard's fault, because the guard goes too quickly and doesn't let the big guy establish himself. Guards can't be in a hurry out there. Just let it play out. Shot clock was not a factor at all. Just let the big guy do it, and then you'll come around and get you a nice screen.
How about the steal and then stolen right back and a foul underneath? That was quick. Bang, bang. Foul is called on Spangler. That's his second. And Kerwin Roach, 63% shooter for the year. Is your team in the tournament? What seed and where? Get the CBS Sports app for the latest projection. Download it now and never miss a moment or an update. 1 of 2. Four-point margin once again. Healed. No score in this half. Back outside. Long rebound. Woodard for Oklahoma.
Once we heal, gets a lot of it.
Nice.
Yep. The secondary action, the broken play type. He just finds the crease almost nailed down to the three-point stripe, and they always look for him.
Well, he is already the Big 12 Conference career single-season leader in threes made.
Big mistake for Texas, though, that trick, not rebounding the basketball. Long shots, kick out.
Entry pass, yeah. There's a big body on a slightly less big body. That's grammatically incorrect, but I hope you got the point.
Texas needs a stop.
Spin, Cousins. No. Claire. Here's Felix. 7-point difference.
Love the high screens. Here's the double. Go either way on it.
Shot clock at 6.
Boy, sure did make something out of nothing right there. Davis playing very good basketball in the first half, continuing here. But they were just winding that shot clock down. The ball was stagnant for really one of the few times for Texas in their half-court sets. Terrific slice, though.
Rebound Lammert for Texas.
Shaka Smart doing a smart thing with 3 more guys waiting to get in. He's using his depth. Well, that's goaltending.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that was going to go in. That's a heck of a move across the lane, but that was timed poorly in terms of taking it away from the rim.
So a little help from their friend.
Makes it a whole lot easier when you have the big guy helping you out.
And with 11:16 to go in the ball game, we're back to a 3-point margin. Again, Texas led 5-0. They were tied once. Since then, they've not had a lead since they fell behind 6-5.
Those bench points are pretty good. 17-2 for Texas, so the depth. See how that plays out with under 11 minutes to go.
Spangler with the high screen.
Well, it's going to go the other way, I believe.
Think so, yes.
You can see from about 8 feet away, out of control drivers, you can pick that up. It's like telegraphing a pass. You're telegraphing your body coming straight out of defender.
Isaiah Cousins got the foul. That's his second. 52-49, nearing the midway point, second half.
See, now all of a sudden, remember that stagnant offense they had that one play?
Yep.
Now all of a sudden they're moving a little bit better. So clearly, Coach Smart saying, hey guys, let's get the ball hopping a little bit and bodies moving. Much better. Much
From the
better.
corner, Mack, no. That would have been for the top.
But you can live with that though, Vern. And that was a good set just on both sides of the floor. A couple of guys putting it on the floor, dribbling it with a purpose.
Mack defending Buford.
There is heel down.
Right there. Short.
That was eBay jumping out on him again.
Yeah, eBay holding his forehead as he came back.
Look at this.
Nope.
Layup.
Buddy Hield. He's got 28.
And one more than he had in the first meeting.
Yeah. That one's short for Taylor.
We better get back in a hurry here.
Woodard screens Spangler. Bank shot.
Be careful on that one.
Oh, that was out of control completely. No.
Oklahoma wanted to travel.
Yep.
Texas fans want an N1.
And instead,
I think they're just going to get this foul on the floor.
yeah. Cousins just picked up his third.
That's about it. That ball went in also, by the way.
I know.
Oh, there you go. They got together. I was going to say, Vern, that one,
You know,
I thought it was good.
I did too, and a nice piece of officiating.
Yep.
They had a little conversation. And
Just because you're falling down. Ron Kruger is wanting the call on the floor, but let's just take a look.
I don't think he was traveling. Oklahoma with history. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a missed opportunity. 54-51, 9:18 to go in the game.
Yep, you can see that.
Texas ball.
See, that's an interesting matchup with Felix on Hield that set. And Hield at 6'4", recognizes it and goes right against Shaka Smart's smaller defender at 5'11".
It's not easy to say, is it?
What's that?
Shaka's smaller defender.
There you go. Thank you for helping me.
I give you overs. 54-51.
Looking for the high
eBay
screen.
comes out. There it is. Little pick and roll. Pick again.
See the way they're closing the middle of the floor? Right there.
Felix. No. Spangler, yes, for Oklahoma.
Averages just under 10 rebounds a game. Just about a double-double, Spangler. Nice hands.
Yeah, Taylor knocked it loose. It will be Oklahoma ball.
And now we're seeing Lon Kruger try to isolate his mismatches. Hield the first time down, the next time down, Lon went with Buford in the middle of the floor.
Shaka Smart's going to send Lambert back in. And he replaces Tevin Mack, the freshman from Columbia, South Carolina.
Well, Spangler is being guarded by a 5'11" Felix. Maybe you see if you can post him up at some point. That's how they switch back.
Yeah. Way outside.
Going right sometimes.
Pretty authoritative putback.
Yep. That's because Hield has that ability to go both ways on you. Goes left and brings it back to his right in the middle of the lane. You see the way closing in right here.
Yes.
It's just constant traffic in there with the red shirts.
8 on the shot clock. Taylor, Lambert, way outside. .740 to go. Money.
There's the isolation, though, again. I mean, I think you have to, if you're Texas, you have to switch a taller guard on him. Felix will stay with him for a period of time, but he's too good, he's too smart, knows when to get his shot off, and it's 6'4 versus 5'11. It's not a match you want if you're Texas.
And for the 9th game this season, Buddy Hield has 30. That's good, and a foul.
Can Taylor ever go to the left? Hield can go to the left off the dribble for his shot, but Taylor really tries to take it to the left all the way and looking for body contact constantly.
7:08 to go in the ball game. We'll be watching a free throw when we return. I mean, we were going to show him on his 70th birthday. He got up and left the gym. He walked out. So, and we thought Ben Crenshaw was here. I don't understand.
What's going on with these guys?
I don't know.
Well, happy birthday to your brother.
Thank you. 70.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah, you bet. Had a little family celebration last night. 58-54, the three-point play, good. Oh, ho, ho.
You know, what's interesting with that, the fans didn't like it. Taylor obviously doesn't like it, but both officials simultaneously caught that foul. So both of them saw it, not just one.
And that's 3 on Taylor.
On the other side, little size advantage too, diminished.
Cousins, eBay's out on him. Nice. Except for the finish.
Yeah,
and Davis gets the rebound.
And eBay's ability to at least stay with the guard like that, it's amazing. That's why he's on the floor doing that and not Claire.
6:18 to go, 58-54. High screen, eBay.
Taylor's got to be careful with his drives now without picking up a charge if he's in traffic.
Davis with a scoop shot, too strong. Texas now 6 of 20 in this half. Heels. A little too strong from Hield. Lambert's got it. Here comes Texas.
Nice work by Taylor, too, Vern, with 3 fouls. He was on him, stayed away, didn't try to strip him waist high. Let's see if they can get some motion back into their offense. Last 2 sets, not too good.
Davis rejected. They're going to get Lambert for this one. Dante Buford up with the block.
Texas bench wondering whether there was a foul here.
Yeah.
Looks like he put that ball behind his head. Buford get it clean. May have been a right wrist slap, too, at the same time.
Isaiah Cousins, foul away from the ball. eBay. That's his 3rd.
The wire and these loose balls, I think one of the thing about it with Texas, their depth may play into this because Shaka Smart has really extended his bench. Oklahoma's not as deep.
Right. Well, it's not been scintillating, but it's been competitive. And it's 5:20 to go in the game. 4-point margin. It seems we've been between 3 and 7 for most of the game. Lambert went up and grabbed it. Nearly 5 minutes to go. Lammert for three.
Boy, that was a nice little space out just then. Coming off your break, you start talking to your players about who's supposed to get a shot. If you're a player, your mentality changes totally because you know it's coming your way. Yeah, they just picked up the defense here a little bit with everybody in this building standing up, too.
Connor Lambert with 4 threes, loose ball. Eric Davis, Taylor.
Oh!
Ricochet. Wow.
That heel just seems to slip. This is a good release. Get it to your point who can handle it and deliver. And just squeezes it off the back because he's hit, which takes his arm a little further towards the backboard than a normal dunk. Not that I know what that's all about, Vern, but that was skywalking just now.
We are tied. And this for the first lead since Texas was up 5-0. The Leaks getting ready to come back for the Longhorns. And Isaiah Taylor shoots one more. He's 7 of 8 in the ball game. He is an 81% free throw shooter for the year.
A couple of weeks ago, these two teams played at Oklahoma that we've touched on. It was 63-60. Is this a similar type game? These two teams know one another fairly well.
8 unanswered for Texas. First lead since it was 5-0 Longhorns. Heel. Baseline. Front rim. Loose ball. Lammert has come up big today.
Yeah, he sure has. And a whole bunch of Texas Longhorns sticking around in the paint to help him, too. Putting bodies on offensive rebounders. Here comes the high screens. Taylor loves to break people down. A little mismatch here.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yes! Wow. The soft shot by Taylor. I thought that's going down. He breaks down Buford off the dribble, so there's the first advantage. Big guy out. Defensively means you're going to have opportunities on the offensive glass.
Field. Miss. Felix. Nice and over heel. Got it.
Beautiful on the underhand scoop. Quickest way to get it to the basket. Maybe some leg-weary Oklahoma players now. And there's the next timeout. This is a good move to get your legs back as a group because Texas is paced. If that ball is coming in his direction, he is ready to shoot. There's not a whole lot of lift. And those lefties always look good, don't they, shooting the ball?
When they shoot it like he has today.
Let's see if they get something going to the basket here.
Cousins guarded by Felix. No. eBay rebound. That one rattled around and came out.
And the basket gets a little tight on the road. I'd like to see Oklahoma with their ability. Cousins enter a heel to put it on the deck and go towards the glass.
Cousins 0 for 6 in this half, including that last shot. Felix. Oh, he missed it on the way up.
3 on the shot clock. Does he realize it? Uh-oh, look at this. Oh.
Lammert. Texas.
Bring it back out if you're Texas. This is a scramble. Yeah, there you go. Bring it back out and reset. That shot had eyes on it.
Oh, my gosh, what a sequence. 2:15 to go in the game. Felix. Foul.
That was interesting there, too, Vern. I think there was a tip going up. I'm not sure if Felix was really going to get a good shot off just then. The ball was being bobbled by him about chest high.
That is the 4th on Latin. And Felix will go to the line.
83% shooter.
First time there today. Senior out of New Orleans.
You see him breathing right now, breathing pretty hard.
Yeah.
Take your time. It might be by design just then. He's breathing pretty hard. It's a pretty active couple of minutes that we've had. Tie the shoe, the Velcro, it looked like.
in a row. Felix and his family among those displaced by Hurricane Katrina. They were sent to Atlanta for 4 months. Largest lead for Texas in the ball game.
I'm going to get a double dribble.
Loose ball. Taylor. Felix.
You don't need one here. You just need to take time off.
Yes, indeed.
They got a double there. Good step in by Lambert.
Yep. Yes. Roach probes the baseline.
That's a smart play by Roach.
Foul from behind. Spangler.
That was smart thinking by Roach along the baseline.
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys would have tried to reverse or swung to the basket.
That is the 10th team foul. Roach one more. This is for the 16th consecutive Texas point.
Keep in mind, Oklahoma only 9 for 24, well below their average from the three-point stripe. And they got to find something to go to the basket or a quick one. Get another timeout.
Some run for the Longhorns.
This just got interesting. Why pause to take a pill? Or stop?
Vandy needs that win, and Kentucky's sitting atop of their conference.
Speaking of Kansas's streak in the Big 12.
Yes, good point.
67-58, 16 unanswered for Texas.
Double team Peel to get it out of his hands.
Cousins. Texas.
I think they may have to go into a fouling mode right now.
Taylor.
Wow. You can foul him if you can catch him.
Yeah. Spangler. Roach.
Oh, this is like 16,000 people just ganged up on Oklahoma. This has been some effort by Texas.
It took them so long to get over the hump. And boy, they did it with authority when they started the charge. They have defeated North Carolina at home. West Virginia, number 10 at the time, at home. And Iowa State, number 17 at the time, at home.
So if this holds up, Vern, they have about 24 hours to celebrate, right, with Kansas coming in here on Monday.
Yeah, Kansas is coming, aren't they?
Check this out, bro.
What's that, Brohim?
I switched to Geico and got more.
More savings on car insurance?
Yeah, Professor, and more. Like renter's insurance.
More ways to save. Nice, Brotated Chip.
That's not all protein shake. Geico has motorcycle and RV insurance, too.
Ooh, that's a lot more.
Oh, yeah. I'm all about more Teddy Roosevelt.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Jimmy Spanarkel, some run for Texas.
It really is. And, you know, I thought this was the key to Davis splitting it through, and Lambert did a good job shooting the basketball. Watch this underhand flip to the basket. You get it off quicker. Felix, everybody, there was the balance, the depth, everybody participating. This is a deeper team that Shaka Smart has.
We have 1:06 to go in this one. The last Oklahoma points came at the 7:29 mark, and that put them up by 7, 58-51. They haven't sniffed the basket since.
Felix is an 83% free throw shooter. I'd be shocked if he gives this ball up right now.
Foul from behind. Well, Oklahoma's got Baylor at home, and then they finish out regular season at TCU. There is this thing called the Kansas Jayhawks visiting on Monday night. And then the Longhorns finish regular season play at Oklahoma State. Here's Felix.
Remember, Vern, Oklahoma was up 3 at the half.
Yeah. Yep.
Field with 23 in that first half. He's got 30 right now, so they effectively blanketed him.
20 unanswered for Texas. Oh, eBay. Roach.
He's the triple jumper in high school. That was fun to watch.
Well, then there is that. I think these Longhorn fans wanted to cheer it all the way to the buzzer at 37.6 seconds from now. Watch Roach.
Yeah. He's going skyward. Wow. That's not the triple jump, but it's pretty impressive.
Cool. And he will shoot 2. eBay with another rebound, but it goes to Woodard. That one's out of bounds. Oklahoma ball. 22.6 left. Woodard. Beauty. 11 points with 15.6 to go.
Close. That's close. Yep. That's 5.
5 second count. Yep.
I think he missed Roach twice just then on the inbound pass. He could still run around there, even though it was the ball. The official blew the whistle there. That was just for the delay.
Roach again. And a foul on Christian James of Oklahoma. Go back to the point you've made a couple of times. Depth.
Yep. They had guys coming off the bench. Bench numbers very, very good for Texas.
Interesting. Shaka Smart almost was very quiet about that. He says, I think we got better depth.
And even if they're not scoring, for the most part, you know, they're wearing people out defensively at the offensive end. You know, with Oklahoma, and I thought we saw a little bit of that in the last 6 minutes of this game.
Looks like Buddy Hield's day is complete. 23 at the half, winds up with 33. Seconds to go. And the Texas Longhorns go to 19-10. They end the game on a 25-5 run, including 20 unanswered. They split the season series with Oklahoma avenging a 63-60 loss in Norman. For Jim Sponarco, Vern Lundquist saying so long from Austin. Texas wins it. Coming up next, game 3 of our tripleheader as as Kentucky visits Vanderbilt. This has been a presentation.